Hello all, I am the Holen Phantom, and in this video we're going to be going over my top 10 picks of Arcanine cards in the trading card game. Starting off at number 10, we have Arcanine from Rebel Clash. It came with an ability and one attack. The ability was Warming Up, and it activated when Burning Scarf was attached to Arcanine, increasing its HP by 100. The attack was Fire Main, which needed 2 fire energies and 1 colorless energy to deal 130 damage. This Arcanine was released in a time where Pokemon had to be really big or really strong to stand out, and unfortunately, this was neither. As an evolved Pokemon, it was too slow to compete with the big basic Pokemon, and it was easily outclassed by the VMAX evolutions of the 8th generation, though its ability Warming Up could give it an HP boost to stand against the big basics of the era. Though even then, it was still capable of being taken down easily, and its attack did not deal enough damage to make it viable, as Tag Team and VMAX Pokemon had HP counts averaging around 300. Meaning that Arcanine would have to attack 3 times to knock out a single Pokemon, while it could be taken down in one hit. So because of the fact that this Arcanine did not grow in strength alongside other Pokemon in the game, it has come in at number 10 on this list. At number 9, we have Arcanine from Sun and Moon. It came with 2 attacks. The first attack was Searing Flame, which needed 1 fire energy and 2 colorless energies to deal 60 damage and also burn the opponent. The second attack was Firestorm, which needed 3 fire energies and 1 colorless energy to deal 190 damage, but at the cost of discarding 3 fire energies. Arcanine's first attack was standard, dealing decent damage plus inflicting burn, but the real draw was the second attack, which was an updated version of another Arcanine's attack. Firestorm's massive damage output was easily enough to knock out any basic EX or GX Pokemon and could also 2-hit KO anything in the format, though the issue was keeping it powered up, as it had to discard 3 energy every time it attacked. So Arcanine was better used as a final attacker to finish off one of the opponent's Pokemon, or to hit it first with Searing Flame and then follow up with Firestorm before being knocked out itself. Though it did have the upside of only giving up a single prize when it was knocked out, while it could potentially take at least 2 by knocking out the right Pokemon. At number 8, we have Arcanine from Evolutions. It came with an ability and 1 attack. The ability was Burning Road, which let it move any number of fire energies onto itself from other Pokemon when moving up to the active spot from the bench. And the attack was Scorching Breath, which needed 3 fire energies and 1 colorless energy to deal 150 damage, but also left Arcanine unable to attack in the following turn. This card was printed as a remake of the original Arcanine from the base set, but updated with more HP, a new ability, and a stronger attack. Though the attack's effect of preventing Arcanine from attacking in the following turn could make it difficult to use consistently, which is why it was best paired with switching cards or Floatstone to freely retreat and attack with a different Pokemon. A player may even have 2 Arcanine at the same time, switching between them, while their Burning Road ability let them move energy to keep them continuously powered up. But as it was, Arcanine was too slow to use, as it needed a lot of resources to make it successful. At number 7, we have Arcanine from Aquapolis. It came with a Pokebody and 1 attack. The Pokebody was Extreme Speed, which reduced Arcanine's retreat cost by 1 for every energy attached. And the attack was Fire Blow, which needed 3 colorless energies to deal a base 30 damage, but could also discard any number of attached fire energies, and then flip coins equal to the number of discarded energies to deal 30 extra damage for each heads. The Pokebody was useful for conserving energy, as it could potentially have a free retreat cost if equipped with 3 energies, and the attack was good for dealing big damage for only a few energy, though the coin flips did make it reliant on luck. It was reminiscent of Magcargo from Neo Revelation, as Magcargo had the Lava Flow attack, which could also increase its damage output by discarding energies, though it did not require coin flips. Like Magcargo, Arcanine could be played alongside Entei from Neo Revelation, who had the Howl Pokemon power, which would search the top 5 cards of the deck and attach as many fire energies drawn while discarding the rest and then ending the turn. And another good partner for Arcanine was Typhlosion from Neo Genesis, whose Fire Recharge Pokemon power could recycle energies from the discard pile every turn. So while Arcanine could potentially deal more damage than Magcargo, Magcargo was more reliable as it did not require coin flips. At number 6, we have Arcanine from Skyridge. It came with a Poke Power and 2 attacks. The Poke Power was Energy Recharge, which activated when Arcanine was put into play as an evolution, and then let it flip 3 coins and attach a fire energy from the discard pile to itself for each heads. The first attack was Shake, which needed 1 colorless energy to deal 10 damage, and then made the opponent switch their active Pokemon for a benched Pokemon. The second attack was White Flames, which needed 2 fire energies and 1 colorless energy to deal 70 damage, but would also have to discard all fire energies attached. Arcanine's Poke Power was very good, letting it quickly power up its attacks, potentially in a single turn, if the player got lucky with their coin flips. The first attack was decent, doing a little damage, but being able to disrupt the opponent by forcing them to switch, and the second attack was very strong, but had the steep price of discarding so much energy, which is why Arcanine was best used as a partner to help recycle its energy. And the best partner for this was Typhlosion from Neo Genesis, the same as the previous Arcanine, as its Fire Recharge Pokemon power recycled discarded fire energies, which could help Arcanine attack consistently to knock out opposing Pokemon. At number 5, we have Arcanine Break, an XY promo. It came with one attack, but could also use the attacks of its previous forms. Its attack was Turbo Flame, which needed 1 fire energy and 1 colorless energy to deal 80 damage, and it could then attach 2 discarded basic energy cards to any bench Pokemon on its side of the field. Turbo Flame dealt good damage, and its ability to accelerate energy made it very useful, especially when used alongside Pokemon that consistently discarded energy, such as Volcanion EX. Admittedly, if one was looking for energy acceleration in fire decks, the regular Volcanion was a faster option, as it did not have to evolve, and its Power Heater attack could be used for only 1 energy. Though the trade-off was that it dealt less damage than Arcanine Break, so there's that. But for being essentially a Stage 2 Pokemon that did not give up 2 prizes on being knocked out, Arcanine Break was a good card that dealt decent damage and attached extra energy to its teammates, making it good for attacking and as support. At number 4, we have Arcanine from Unbroken Bonds. It came with 2 attacks. The first attack was Grand Flame, which needed 3 fire energies to deal 120 damage, and then attached 2 discarded fire energies to one of its bench teammates. And the second attack was Heat Tackle, which needed 4 fire energies to deal 190 damage, but would also damage itself for 50 damage. This card was similar to the one released in Sun and Moon, but with a much better first attack, and also had access to better fire-type support. Grand Flame could also be powered up in a single turn by using Welder to accelerate 2 fire energies from the hand, and then manually attaching 1 for the turn, and could also support its teammates by accelerating energy from the discard pile, making Arcanine useful in both an offensive and supporting role. And its second attack, Heat Tackle, could be used to take down damaged Pokemon, and like the Sun and Moon Arcanine, had the upside of only giving up a single prize when it was knocked out, while potentially taking up to 3 prizes if up against one of the newly introduced Tag Team Pokemon. At number 3, we have Arcanine from Base Set. It came with 2 attacks. The first attack was Flamethrower, which needed 2 fire energies and 1 colorless energy to deal 50 damage, but would then have to discard a fire energy to be used. The second attack was Takedown, which needed 2 fire energies and 2 colorless energies to deal 80 damage, and would then hit itself for 30 damage as well. This card didn't see much play at the time of its release, being overlooked in favor of the faster basic Pokemon, as they weren't as susceptible to being crippled by energy removal and super energy removal, though with the release of the later sets, it found a niche for itself. Because of its glaring weakness to having its energies discarded, it worked well alongside Psyduck from Fossil, as its Headache attack locked away the opponent's trainer cards for the next turn, giving Arcanine a few turns to be powered up. And once it had enough energy in play, last could be used to shuffle away all the opponent's trainers, which would give Arcanine the opportunity to one-hit KO most everything on the opponent's side with its takedown attack. Defender would also be used to shield it from some of the recoil damage, and even protect it from the opponent's next attack. Plus, Arcanine could be powered up in a single turn by combining with Electrode from Base Set, as its Buzz Zap Pokemon power would convert Electrode into a double Rainbow Energy to fulfill the fire energy requirements, and then a double colorless energy could be used for the other 2. Because this combo relied so much on the opponent not having any trainer cards, it was a high-risk, high-reward strategy that could go through entire teams if they weren't ready for it. At number 2, we have Blaines Arcanine from Gym Challenge. This card came with 2 attacks. The first attack was Heat Tackle, which needed 1 fire energy and 2 colorless energies and would hit for 40 damage, but also deal 10 damage to itself. The second attack was Firestorm, which needed 4 fire energies and would deal 120 damage, but at the cost of discarding 3 fire energies. At the time of its release, this card was overlooked, as it was too slow and inefficient, as loading up 4 fire energies for 1 attack was not worth using with so much energy removal being played. But after the game's first true modified format, Blaines Arcanine became the focus of a powerful deck alongside Typhlosion from Neo Genesis, as it had the Fire Recharge Pokemon power, which could flip a coin once per turn and attach a discarded fire energy to any fire Pokemon. So with enough Typhlosion on the bench, Arcanine could potentially attack every turn, and at the time, Firestorm was strong enough to one-hit KO almost every Pokemon in the format, provided that they didn't have any kind of protection like Focus Band. And its first attack was perfect for knocking out baby Pokemon. This card's powerful attack and access to fire acceleration made it a top-tier card strong enough to rival the dominant Feraligatr deck of the second generation. And finally at number 1, we have Arcanine EX from Legend Maker. It came with the Poke Power and 2 attacks. The Poke Power was Fire Remedy, which would activate when a fire energy was attached to Arcanine from the hand, and would then heal 10 damage and all special conditions from Arcanine. The first attack was Overrun, which needed 1 fire energy and 1 colorless energy to deal 30 damage to the opponent's active Pokemon, and 20 damage to one of their benched Pokemon. and the second attack was Flame Swirl, which needed 2 fire energies and 1 colorless energy to deal 100 damage, and also discarded either 2 fire energies or 1 react energy from Arcanine. React Energy was a special energy card that was available in the format at the time, and it activated certain effects when attached to some Pokemon, and in this case helped Arcanine conserve energy. Arcanine EX was a great Pokemon in the 2006 format, as it could start attacking as quickly as turn 2 with its Overrun attack, which could quickly rack up damage on the opponent's side, and then take knockouts on big Pokemon with Flame Swirl. And its Pokebody was great for keeping Arcanine healthy in case the opponent tried to disrupt by inflicting sleep or paralysis, essentially working as a full heal, but without wasting space in the deck. Because of its speed and power, it was a star of a strong deck in the EX era that could quickly overwhelm the opponent, which is why it has come in at number 1 in this list. Which is your favorite Arcanine card? Let me know down in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help this channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Whole and Phantom logging out.